Assalamu alaikum. Today is our sixth lecture on earthquakes and causes and its impacts. First of all, what is earthquake? This is also a question from past paper. Earthquakes are natural phenomena caused by the sudden release of energy in the Earth's lithosphere, resulting in the seismic waves that shake the ground. You know that we discussed in the previous lecture that volcano and earthquake is related to plate tectonics. In plate tectonics, we discuss earthquake, volcano. As a result of plate tectonics, earthquake can also occur and volcano eruption too. So here we will discuss in the earthquake that how earthquake come or occur. So sudden release of energy in the earth lithosphere, earth crust. So then they can have devastating impacts on human settlement, infrastructure and environment. Here in the sketch we discussed that there are causes of earthquakes and impacts of earthquakes. So in causes of earthquakes, we discussed that there are two main causes: tectonic causes and non-tectonic causes. In tectonic causes there are plate tectonic, subduction, interplate. And in plate tectonics you discuss that divergent boundaries, convergent, transform boundaries, and then in subduction zone and then interplate. Now non-tectonic causes are the volcanic activity and human induced earthquake. Then impacts of earthquake, there are two impacts: primary, direct impacts, and then secondary, indirect impacts. Indirect impacts: ground shaking, surface rupture and shaking, and sometimes landslides and avalanches. And then in secondary impacts, tsunami, soil liquefaction, and also human and social impacts and economical impacts. These are the indirect impacts. So in the first, plate tectonics, most common cause is the plate tectonics. Here the divergent boundaries, earth lithosphere is divided into tectonic plates and that float on the semi-fluid ionosphere. Divergent boundary is the first tectonic plate move apart, and convergent boundaries, plate collide Himalayas, then transform boundaries, plates slide past each other. These are discussed in detail in the previous lecture, plate tectonics. These three were discussed. Volcanic activity. Volcanic activity is the magma movement beneath volcano can cause tremors. Then human induced earthquake, large dams, etc. Then mining and fracking, underground extraction and hot ring fracture can trigger earthquakes. Impacts of earthquake: there are two types of earthquakes, plate primary impacts and secondary. In primary impacts, surface rupture, cracking of walls, etc. Then in secondary impacts, that occur in the shaking triggers like landslide. This is almost occur in the sea level. Then liquefaction, saturated soil loses strength, cause structure to sink. Then fire and explosion, sometime in earthquake, gas pipeline and electrical line rupture, so it can burst and explosion can occur. Economic losses, infrastructure damage, businesses, buildings. So in 2005, I forgot the billions, but I think 5 billions invest on the building construction. Then human and social cause, so many death, injuries, displacement, psychological trauma, all these occur because of earthquakes. This is the indirect impacts. Then this is the diagram here, that what are the process during earthquake on the earth. Internal earth structure, what sort of process can occur? These are the cracking process. And what are the impacts on the environment. So the building cracking and the falling of buildings also occur in the earthquakes. This was all about today lecture, earthquake.